George Washington was chosen to be Commander-in-Chief of the American Army because he was a distinguished character in the British War against the French and Indians. He was in the Continental Congress, and he was also a Freemason. For Washington, all he wanted to do was to help his country. So when they asked him if he wanted pay, he declined. All he asked of them was that his debts paid off. The Declaration of Independence was drafted on July 4, 1776, and its goal was to move away from Britain and become independent. The drafters of the Declaration of Independence were Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Robert R. Livingston, and Roger Sherman. The Declaration of Independence helped other countries by setting the basis for all other democratic governments in the world. The French had already been assisting the Patriots during the war against the British by giving them supplies, but they had needed to be assured of a victory, which they got at the Battle of Saratoga. Congress sent Benjamin Franklin to go to France because he is very famous in France due to his inventions and intelligence. The treaty was signed on February 6, 1778. The Treaty of Paris was signed on September 3, 1783 in Paris. The three Americans involved in the signing were John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, and John Jay. Thomas Jefferson had to stay in the colonies, and Henry Laurens was imprisoned by the British. The most important part of the Treaty of Paris was the preliminary Articles of Peace. The goal of the treaty was to end the Revolutionary War and recognize American independence. Richard Oswald represented the British during the signing. Ratify means to confirm, approve, sanction, endorse, or accept. The Constitution was ratified by Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut on December 7, 1787. The federal government had more power because they are the head of the nation. But there is a problem with this. The people would want to have more power than any one person or group of people. The Federalist Papers were written by Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay. There were 85 letters that were sent to newspapers from 1787 and 1788. The name of the papers comes from the federal government and explains why the Federalists wrote the Constitution. The Federalist Paper number 84 helped make the Constitution more accepted. Federalists were people who supported the Federalist government.